What's bunkin' bing bongers? Alright, today I'm going to be showing off the amazing app that me and my teammate Caden, alright, pumped out within the last month. Alright, let's turn it down a bit. Let's turn it down. Alright, so first I'm going to play it, then I'm going to show off the code, alright? Hold on, let me turn it down. Okay, hold on, I had to pause the music. Okay, so here we go. Bam. So this is our new app, all right? It's called Square That Moves. You hit start, all right? You hit you music select. You want 8-bit or you hit rock? All right, let's go to 8-bit first. So here we go. Difficulty select easy, medium, hard, impossible, custom. All of these are preset. So let's go to easy, right? Now you see this? You move the square, move around. You can't hit the white. Ooh, wow! Look at that! Wow, wow! This is extremely easy, by the way. It slows up. It's every update, which is like how fast your square like updates the position. It increases the speed by a very small amount. As you can see, it's already faster than what we started at. But yeah, this is the game. And if you hit the obstacle, boom! I clipped through one. That's not supposed to happen. Oh well. Game over. You hit left click and you're back to the start. Score 0. Bad thing is we can't, like, you have to close it and then reopen it to like get to another thing. But yeah, so let's show off custom. I'm gonna turn on. Whatever. We're gonna go to custom. So here we go. So the distance between the obstacles. Let's turn that to 5. The hole is gonna be extremely wide. Let's put that 10, and it's gonna be pretty fast. I want a green square. I want blue and a white background. Bam! Look at this. I made this using custom, you know. Yeah, so yeah, this is all the game is pretty much. Because Androsito isn't really made for this, it was quite hard to make it. So, let's get into it. Let's get into the code. So, so let's start off with the main. Here we go. It's a pretty simple thing. It's just a text view and a button. And let's go here. Alright, so we don't need this anymore. Anyways, when you click this button, we also imported a font, which can be found in our font folder. There it is. Basically everything's in that font, except for the score and game over. Anyways, the button right here, alright, when you click it, alright, so, hold on. When you hit it, alright, it runs the it runs the method difficulty select so that it makes a new intent, which is the music class, which is this one. And then it switches to that and it stops playing the music. So you go here, alright, so let's find that. Bam, so this is what it looks like. This is just a switch button. And if you go here, this is on create. It, you know, it realizes what like it checks if it's true or not, and if it is true, which means that it's to the right and not to the left, that means that it's on the rock side, which if we go here, because right now if I click off it, it's kind of hard to see, but there's like a little shading right under there. So yeah, if it's on the right, if it's on the left side, that means it's false, and if it's on the right side, it means it's true, which means that we can switch it between 8-bit and rock music pretty easily. Then after that, it switches to the difficulty class, and it runs the difficulty intent, which is just the same, you know, as every button. And here we go. Here we go. We got all the different difficulties here, and including custom. So we go into the Java code here. It's quite a bit. So basically, this is all the music stuff. Right here is the static things, which we need to reference game.java, or not game.java, sorry. I think game panel? Yeah, game panel.java to set up the different difficulties. So this is just a text view, easy. You know, everything's relative layout. Every single XML file is in relative layout. I find it the easiest to work with. It looks pretty good, so I use relative layout. This is the easy button. Okay, so all of these are kind of easy to kind of see what they do in here. So okay, let me just go over the music real quick. This sets it to like a default kind of 8-bit value, 8-bit music set. And then if the switch is true, it gets the like switch value from the other class, and it's like, okay, if it's true, or if it's false. Oh wait, no, sorry. So this is a string in the switch thing. If we come over here, bam, right here, it makes these two equal either rock or 8-bit, and if we come over here, if it equals 8-bit, it switches to 8-bit music, and if it equals rock, it switches to rock music, which is just the 2 version. And yes, I do know these are switched. So yeah, other than that, we can kind of just see all of these. So all of these are the different buttons. Kind of easy to understand what they do. So when you click on the like easy button over here, it stops playing the music. It does the easy start, which is like this one or this one, depending on, you know, if it's 8-bit or rock. And then it sets the difficulty string, static string, to easy, which then in the game panel, it's like, oh, okay, so it's easy. And then it sets these to 800 and 500, which if you come down here, player gap or gap is how big the hole is between like the bars, and then obstacle gap is the gap between different bars. So like how close they are to each other, I guess like vertically, and then player gap is horizontally the gap. So yeah, if we go back into, I think we were on difficulty. So yeah, it does that for every single one. And then for custom, oh boy, this is completely different. It's the same for all these, they just have different values. For like a hard, easy, impossible, all that. As you see right here, they don't have a set value. So once you get to here and you hit the custom button, which is right here, it goes to the custom kind of like activity. So let's pull that out. There we go. So here we go. Here's everything. So, once again, relative layout. However, we have buttons everywhere. This is a start button, which just takes you to the game class, which starts the game. Hold on. So, this linear layout, okay, as a text, for like, you know, telling you what it does, and then a button, a text, which updates every time you hit a button, and then another button, which decreases the value. This is the op gap. Pretty easy to understand. I mean, it says it on the layout or activity over there, preview. Here's another text view. I mean, it's kind of easy to understand what all these do. So, yeah. If I just go into the Java real quick, as you can see, it's kind of scary. But basically, what this does is just a bunch of methods that are just kind of like, if this, then that, you know. So like when they hit the up arrow, it increases the value by 1, and then it displays it. Pretty simple. That basically means it updates it. And then opposite here, it just decreases and then updates it. And that's pretty much the same thing for every single kind of up and down red button. Or red button? What? Every single button for over here. But then for this kind of like color selector stuff over here. Oh, I just want to organize this bit. So, hold up.
What kind of world do you want to live in?
Wow, this is so professional. I'm such a professional. Well, that's way whoa. That's quite loud. That's quite loud. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get into the color stuff here. Um, so these just like change the color of the player color, but basically like the square that you move around, pretty easy. Obstacle color, the like bars that are coming down at you that you can't hit, and then the background color, which is black or white. So we come down here, and it's so after all these, and you hit like so after all these, it sets the how do I explain this? So it gets the value of the like text view, of, like what it's displaying, and then sets it as a string, which is right here, which is what it's doing, and it does that for every like set of those buttons, which are these over here. It does that. It gets what it's showing, sets it as a string, as a static string, so we can use it in the game panel to change the difficulty and other things. So here, I really hate that it does this. Anyways, it's just like a checkbox, which are all different methods. So when they check something, it changes a number here, which are static, so that we can once again use it in the game panel. So if I go back to the game panel, you can see. Now I need to find it. I think it's over here. Yeah, here we go. So when it's 1, the player color is red. When it's 2, it's green. When it's 3, it's blue. It's kind of like that for everything else color-wise. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a lot of like referencing a lot of other stuff. That's kind of like the overview. There's a lot of other stuff that I kind of don't want to get into. Uh, including Obstacle Manager. This is okay. So Obstacle Manager is basically how it creates updates and changes the obstacles. This is the update function, and as you can see right here, fast is. I made it as a joke, but we just kept it. So fast is the amount of increase, or fast is the, or how fast the obstacles are coming down, and then increase is the increase. As you can see, they're quite small because at 2, it was normal, and then 3 would just instantly kill you. So we have to, keep it between 2 and 3 for a while before it gets to a part where it's pretty much unplayable. Um, so yeah, I mean you can look at it if you want to. I'm not gonna really explain everything else. This is just drawing the obstacles, and then the update function here is just moving them. Uh, I think that's kind of it. Kind of like overview. Game check. I don't think there's really anything else that I need to just like show off. Um, so yeah, we're gonna play it again. just so I can kind of explain it a bit more. So, I'm just gonna turn it off. So you hit start, and then it's like, oh, which one? So, whoops. So let's go into, so we're in music select right now. So here we go, we're at this screen. And if we open up the Java, I want music Java. Okay, here we go. So if I, right now, it's on this, it's false. And then if I check it, it's true, and it becomes rock right here. And then, once we hit next, which is for some reason called back, it opens the difficulty class, which brings us to this screen, which in here, let's say we want to do custom, alright? So what we just did is we called the method open custom, and it stopped playing the music. It started playing the custom start music, which I muted, and then it opened that intent, the custom, like kind of view and all that, and then it set the string difficulty to custom. Now we're in the custom screen, which is this, and this is the code that we have to deal with. This is the code that's gonna update everything. So, uh, obstacle gap up, alright? So it's this one. So we hit that, it called that, and then we hit down, and it called the one under it. When the display gap is just down here, which it gets the number, sets it as a text, and then displays it. Pretty much updates the display. So basically, up, gap down, same thing. Gap up, gap down, same thing. It's just for that one. Fast up, which is this one. Fast down, same thing. Down here, these are just setting like different integer values. So right now it's 1, now it's 2, now it's 3. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So yeah, and then this is 1, and this is 2. So yeah, that's pretty much the that's pretty much it. Um, so there's multiple things you could do with this. I mean, possibility is infinite, honestly. So what we could do is we could have it go really slow, have the space between it be really small, and then have the space kind of small-ish. I mean, this is pretty hard. But other than that, you can kind of make whatever you want. The only thing that we didn't really program into it is the kind of like increase, which I'm pretty sure is just stays the same rather than increasing all the time. But other than that, that's pretty much our app. Um, I hope you kind of understood everything. I know I didn't go into detail a lot, but it's just a lot of stuff that you would just be like, what? Like, okay, look, if I go into game here, this is getting the screen height, it's setting like it to middle, and then you go here and you go to game panel, it's like, wow, that's a lot of code. This is just, this whole thing right here just literally draws game over. It's a lot of work for something that it's not allowed to, it's not designed to do. So, yeah. Let's go through glow boards. Let's see. Oh, I guess glow boards. Okay, there we go. Where is it? Square that moves. Here we go. Here are glow boards. We we aren't done with everything. However, the only thing we really need to change is the music and stuff. Um, so yeah, we're pretty much done with the app. The only other thing that I could think of doing is adding more customization options, or like rather than putting them in custom, like maybe putting them before the difficulty selector. Um, so yeah, let's go and see what it was, because holy crap, was it bad. Here we go. Let's check out this. Here we go. And oh, we have no code. All right, so now let me close this. Now let's see. Let's see. Session app installation did not succeed. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay. Crawler. So yeah, at this point we didn't have like a name for it, so it was just crawler, and also it was like jammed up at the top, so that's cool. You hit start, and this is all. You can't even move. It's just a yellow background with red square. Wow, dude, this is a real crawler game. So let's see if we can get to a playable version. Change the way the player moves when it's broken. So if we rerun it, we go back in Android Studio. There we go. We got a large chunk there. That's probably gonna, help us play the game. Here we go. It says unknown device. That's not Birdie. That's not. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Maybe one day we'll. Oh, okay, yeah. Here we decided to. We were just like, we need a title, and I was like, Square that moves. We didn't really come up with something better. So here we go. We got the difficulty selected. It doesn't work right now, but it does give you to the thing where you can't move. Epic. However, we do have the obstacles, randomized and moving, which is pretty cool, and they also disappear. So, so now if we go to here, let's see. So every time it was like this thing, the work in progress thing, it like stopped working, and we had to go like boink around it, and then you know went back and forth a couple times. Um, let's go to made music stop. Also the music is broken on like the earlier things. So probably because at that point in time I didn't really know because I was mostly coding all the like layouts and music and all that. Um, I didn't know music stopped exists, so every time you would go to a new activity, it would start the same song, so there would be like multiple songs playing. So let's see if you can move in this one. Epic. Let's see. Let's try this one. Alright. So now we're gonna have to exit that. Go here. And then we're gonna play. Now let's see. As you can see over here, we have a lot more classes because we have had a lot more content. views. Alright, so here we go. This is almost. This is like right before we finished Collision, so it's gonna. I mean, you're gonna probably be able to move, but like, it's gonna be weird. I think there's also a music button below it. Ooh, maybe not. So yeah, this is a custom screen right now. See, okay, look, you can move now, but like collision only works with. Oh yeah, that was our test thing. It only works with the left rectangle, and once we figured that out, we were like, big brain, and then we made it like we just made a thing called rectangle 2, which was the things on the right. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. It was. I think maybe it was an obstacle manager. It was rectangle 1. Okay, here we go. Get rectangle. Stuff like that. Actually, I don't think it's in this. So let's go to obstacle. I think. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So here, rectangle 2, right? Except it's never referenced. So basically, we copied this, changed this to rectangle 2, and then it worked. And it was pretty poggers, dude. Not gonna lie. Um. So yeah, right here, it's kind of like the base game. That's like, finished somewhat. See, right there. That's pretty much all we added in that commit. And it makes collision work. It makes the game stop playing. It makes it so you can replay the game. All that. This is pretty much our first base version that kind of like, works and is a stable version of the game. Let's play. Come on, Ninja Studio. Why won't it start? Wait, app restart? Yo. Yeah, I'm just gonna start it. Let's see. Because Ninja Studio is being kind of weird right now. So let's see. Okay, there we go. So there we go. Collision works. So yeah, this is basically like the first base game and stuff. It's not great, however, it does work as a game. And basically from there, we just added quality of life stuff. We added more music, or like select music. I added more music. I added the speed increase over time. He made the custom game mode and the score system. Caden did. And then I added some more. I added the custom music song, and I made the end game timer. Oh, so okay. Let me explain this real quick. It's kind of it's a bad commit name. So let's go here. Oh, that's not it. So if you come to, I think, an obstacle manager. Yeah, here you go. Elapsed time. Maybe. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it's the game panel. There you go. Here we go. Right here. Game over time is the amount of time that it wastes before you can click and it restarts the game. Like sets you. So hold on. Let me hit play. So basically, when you hit that, there is a big delay before you can start again. So basically, I changed it to where it's not that bad. I changed it from 2 seconds to 1 because I felt like 2 seconds was too long. and then 1 second would be like, oh, it's a game over, and then you could just, start it again. I'm not sure why I have to manually open it. It usually opens it automatically, but whatever. Android Studios being Android Studio. And there we go, it just opened for me. Here we go. Oh, here's what we have for music at the time. And if you don't check this, it's gonna crash. So we're gonna check it. We also have difficulty and all that. So you know the delay, and then it's way faster. So yeah, it's still a bit long, but a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, I can't think of anything else to do. So yeah, um, I think the one thing I will do is show you that the if you just hit start, it's gonna crash because we made it rely on the music class in order to go forward. Because I'm a great programmer, all right? You don't understand how good a programmer I am. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bingo bong.